Sad state of affairs there, and some may say the same for the operations in the capital, that is Nairobi. And we just mentioned what the MCAs were meeting today to sort out in terms of the vacuum that is in leadership with no governor. And although there has been a nominated or someone who has been put forward by the governor as a deputy, that is still in question. But if you look back into his history, that is the county governor. From accusations of fraud and drug trafficking to embezzlement of public money, Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko's history is troubling. Sonko climbed the political ladder from Member of Parliament for Makadara to becoming a Nairobi senator and finally occupying the governor's seat. But just where did all the deception begin? NTV's Mel Miendo reports.
Mike Mbuvi Sonko has been of interest to detectives for a long time. It's his past dealings that led police to arrest him in Voi on 6th December last year. And when he appeared in court, his posture and demeanor was very different from the flamboyant Sonko that Kenyans know. His criminal record is dated back to the 90s. In March 1998, Mike Mbuvi Sonko was convicted for failing to appear in a Mombasa court for the hearing of 2 cases, one in which he was charged with 7 offences. Come April 1998, Sonko escaped from lawful custody while undergoing treatment at the Coast General Hospital, but he was arrested later in Nairobi. It's unclear how the case of his escape was disposed of by the Chief Magistrates Court in Nairobi as well as the Senior Principal Magistrates Court in Kibra. Money is thought to have changed hands. 2 years later, in 2000, Sonko was charged in a Nairobi court for forging documents purporting to be purchase orders from the Ministry of Home Affairs, National Heritage and Sports. He faced 3 other counts. In 2010, Sonko was among 6 members of parliament and a Mombasa tycoon named in connection with drug trade. The then Internal Security Minister, the late George Saitoti, informed Parliament that Sonko, Mombasa Governor Ali Hassan Joho, former Kiambu Governor William Kabogo, and politician Harun Mwau were being investigated for alleged drug trafficking. The names were said to be in a dossier from the U.S. Embassy, which the then American ambassador, Michael Ranneberger, handed over to the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. Sonko dismissed the report as false. 2019, the scandal that would finally bring Sonko down, and it involved the 357 million shilling garbage collection tender. Documents from the EACC show that the tender was awarded to a company known as Hardy Enterprises, whose directors were said to have been known to Sonko even before he was elected governor. The directors were paid the entire amount in 5 months. A forensic examination of the firm's accounts showed that 3 million shillings was transferred to an account held by Sonko at Equity Bank. The governor is accused of receiving a total of 39 million shillings from a long list of firms. In December 2019, the Asset Recovery Agency received a temporary order to freeze about 15 accounts belonging to Sonko. 9 banks have since been summoned and will appear in court next week to disclose whether they have received copies of the order. Sonko also moved to court, challenging the order, claiming that freezing his accounts was oppressive and unfair. Mel Miendo, NTV.